Inconvenience. This is her livelihood we're talking about.
Well, surely she's been given some sort of compensation, hasn't she?
You're asking me?
You're the one who spoke with her. I don't have my records on hand to check. Besides, it was Denholm's call. If anything, it's Camelot that owes her
Who the fuck is
Just
Denholm?
keep your head down.
Fuck off. Twat. Guess we gotta go talk to Denholm. Whoever the hell that is. Maybe they're like, I don't know.
Have some spare food or coin?
Nope.
Oh, yes. This again. You can tell her that if this matter is raised one more time, she will owe restitution to Camelot for each life lost to the Red Death in the region. That's my final word on this matter. I'll await your return.
What the fuck?
Help a soul out on your chest.
I fucking hate this guy. He's a cunt. Let's see how mad she gets. I talked to Lord Yevin.
And? What did he say?
Like it, Denholm said he'll fine you for each victim of the Red Death if you continue to pursue this.
That bastard dares to threaten me after shutting down my business. Now he'll fine me for each victim as if I caused the plague. Those Camelosian thugs come here, throw their weight around, and threaten us when we ask for what's rightfully ours. Fine. Tell Yvain I'll stop asking. But remember, today it's me, tomorrow it'll be someone else.
Who the fuck is everyone? Why does everyone have a basement?
Welcome to my home, stranger. Whatever brings you here, know that the Langfords were always known for hospitality, even in times like these. Sit down. Have a drink with me.
Thank you, I didn't expect
This
that.
is precisely what you should expect from the Langfords. This place has seen better days, sure. Used to be full of people. Now no one bothers. Not since things turned sour. But it's still mine. I was born here, and I'll die here. Let those damn Camelosians try and drag me out. That said, do you have anything we could drink?
I don't know anything.
Ah, typical. First the townsfolk turn their backs, then thieves empty my cellar, and now even my guests show up empty-handed. Such times we live in. But never mind all that. Come, sit, feel at home. What's the word out there? Still cheering and selling cabbages while the world rots beneath their feet?
You don't seem to like Camelonians very much.
The Camelosians? Upstarts and pretenders, the lot of them. And now they strut about, issuing orders about the weirdness coming. Convenient excuse to drive me from my ancestral home, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, I have seen the weirdness with my eyes, but...
Have you now? Convenient. Listen, stranger. Fog and strange lights don't make a catastrophe. This island has always had its oddities. The Langfords have documented them for generations. What you saw was probably just marsh gas or one of the old ruins shifting. They've manipulated you, just as they try to manipulate everyone. But I know better. This house stays, and so do I.
Okay, this guy's a bit of a conspiracy theorist.
They happened to themselves by the time, and somehow...
Why didn't you leave?
Survivors what? And nobody and go where? I'd rather...
Okay, yeah, he's pissed.
My...
Give me a quest or shut up? Okay. No quests. Oh, I can take all this shit though. Don't fucking mind if I do. Should have just given him his own fucking alcohol. What's that? Wine. They make it so difficult to grab all that stuff. Okay, so we can tick this house off the list. And then there's like another house on top that's like burnt. So confusing. Who are you?
Ah, a visitor. Let me guess. You've been chatting with the last great Langford downstairs?
Yeah.
I could hear his booming voice from up here. Always the same stories, the same complaints.
Yeah.
Sell it? To whom? This place is worth nothing but memories and rot. And if I wanted him dead, I wouldn't have spent 30 years cooking his meals and washing his clothes. So, I've heard he told you about the betrayal, the mine, his poor father dying of grief. You want to know what really happened? So, I've heard he told you about the betrayal, the mine, his poor father dying of grief. You want to know what really happened?
Sure.
There was a mine. That much is true. But it wasn't his uncle's idea to dig. It was his. The last great Langford heir, barely 20 and already gambling away the family fortune in Camelot taverns. The mine was his desperate attempt to recover his losses. He ignored all the warnings, water pockets, old miners who refused to work there. He hired desperate folk who didn't know any better. When it collapsed, 27 miners died, and not a single coin was spent on their families until he was forced to pay up. He blames everyone for his family's downfall, except himself.
Christ. Yeah, that's definitely his fault. What about his father? And the Camelosians he hates so much. I'm curious about the Camelot.
The Camelosians offered to help. Some lady wanted to pay half of his debts out of respect for his father. The young drunk threw a wine bottle at her and called her a vulture.
Christ. What about his father?
Sir Senric was a good man. He didn't die of grief. He died trying to make things right. Traveled to every family that lost someone, offering what compensation he could. Worked himself to exhaustion trying to salvage the family name. The night he died, our noble heir downstairs was passed out drunk in the gambling halls of Camelot. Didn't even attend his father's funeral.
Christ. He said all the servants drunk his cellar dry.
There were 12 of us left when things got bad. Loyal folk who stayed even when the pay stopped. For months, we used our own savings to keep food on the table. His table, mind you. Then winter came, and the food stores were empty. The old groundskeeper froze to death in his cottage because the Lord needed the firewood for himself. The others left one by one. Only I remained, foolish old woman that I am.
Oh, why'd you really stay?
Not for him, for the promises I made to his father. Watch over my son, Lord Senric asked me as he lay dying. He is lost, but perhaps one day he'll find his way. 30 years I've waited for that day. But now, with the weirdness coming, even promises must sometimes be broken.
He doesn't believe the weirdness is real.
He knows it's real. That's the most pitiful part of his charade. Sometimes at night, I hear him at the east window, watching the mists with a spyglass, whimpering like a child. But to admit that it's real would mean admitting the Camelosians are right, and he'd rather die than do that.
Have you seen the weirdness yourself?
Last week, it took the old mill at the edge of town, turned it inside out.
Jesus.
Stones became light as paper. Water flowed upward.
Okay.
Whatever you decide to do, don't linger too long. Some ends come whether we're ready or not. I've packed my things. Soon I will leave, with or without him. I fulfilled my promise for long enough.
Yeah, just leave him to his fate.
Perhaps you're right. 30 years is long enough to wait for a man to find his conscience. The Langford line ends with him, one way or another. Listen, in the library, behind the portrait of the First Lady Langford, there's a hidden compartment. Inside is the true family ledger. Not the lies he tells, but the real history of this place. Sir Senric wanted it preserved. If you could take it somewhere, at least some truth would survive. The Langfords weren't always what he turned them into.
Sure. Alright, I guess we go to the... What? No. Why can I loot everyone's stuff? It's a bit strange. Oh, she's leaving anyway. She doesn't need it. Just trying to sort of collect as many quests as we can right now. Might as well. Yeah, that's the top. There's no way up the other way. Okay, so that's that house. I guess we go here next. Loot everything. What's up there? It's locked. I think these are just people's homes. Some of them will be. It's usually a lot of locked stuff. What's this? Hospital. Okay, so we can't loot anything in here, it's all class is stolen.
You doing a...
What do you want? Who are you?
Okay.
There. You're going to feel... There. Do you need something? Are you in pain? I'll do all I can to help, but I need to warn you that our supplies are quite limited. Well, actually, the hospital is run by Camelot. I'm just an apprentice to Neonte, the priestess of the All-Mother here in Connaught. But the healer from Camelot is dead, and Neonte spends most of her time at Lord Yvain's manor. So, it seems I'm on my own.
Right. Yeah, why won't Niet help you?
Oh, she thinks I have everything well in hand. As if she doesn't notice it, all falling apart. I know I should feel flattered by her trust. But honestly, I'm just exhausted.
Sounds
I'm
like
not
a
even
manager.
a priestess. The only training I've had is what she's given me. Ever since Lady Maeve fell ill and died, Neonte's barely been here. She just sits by her grave. Truth be told, I'm a bit worried about her. Even when she does come by, she seems absent, and I don't even have the time to go check on her.
It must be difficult for you.
It is. It really is. The hospital's barely holding on. Camelot pays us a pittance for treating their soldiers. And the villagers just pay with what they can. But I can't make medicine with eggs and chickens. And even if I could, I don't have the time. Some days, I dream that someone will swoop in and take it all off my hands. Ideally, it would be Neonte. But I'm not sure I can count on her anymore. Still, maybe it's worth a try.
Is there any way I could help?
There is a patient who won't let me treat him. His name's Wilbur, and he's a difficult case. Most of what ails him is just old age. Some days he's clear-headed, but those are becoming fewer and farther between. Lately, he won't let me touch him. He yells at me, claiming I'm keeping him here by force, away from his family. He's even stopped eating and refuses to take his medicine. Honestly, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know how to help him anymore without scaring him even more.
Why is he so afraid of you?
All of Connaught knows that I was marked by the weirdness. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but some are superstitious. They believe I bring bad luck. When Neonte took me in, there were a lot of whispers, though it got better once I started working in the hospital. Weirdness or not, at least they have a healer. But I'm afraid that, in Wilbur's head, I've become some monstrous figure, keeping him prisoner.
Alright, so maybe I could
You
help.
can try, if you'd like. Just, please.
Okay, so no punching him in the face.
You're helping that jailer with the weird face, are you? Might as well throw me in the stocks then. I ain't going down peaceful, that's for sure. I want to go to my family.
What about your family?
They live in the lower district. I'll go to them. but that cursed wench won't let me leave.
Yeah, your family's taken to the animal asylum.
Bollocks. There's been no Red Death since King Arthur's times. I bet she's the one who filled your head with all that nonsense, eh? Don't
This guy's
listen to
fucking
her.
infuriating on
You
the
can tell
punching.
right away that nothing good comes from her. Good folk don't end up twisted like she is.
You doing okay?
Okay, well, I guess we have to go to his house. In the lower districts. Okay.
Spare a coin for the
Fuck off. Oh, how am I meant to get in there? Okay. A lot of eggs. Why do they always make this so difficult? Come on, there's one egg left. I swear these bastards just did this on purpose to make it so like you can't. Oh fuck it, I can't grab it. My CD is fucked. Yeah, just loot the bloody place. I don't know where the fuck this evidence is. Unless I already have it, I don't know. Oh, I almost missed that. Fucking chest up there. I think that's everything. Well, I guess we go back to the hospital and just give him the letter. There's a bit. How the fuck? This way.
Spare a coin for the
Go
hungry.
away. Jesus. There's nothing worse than fucking beggars. Like, you give them stuff and then they ask again and again and again. It's like, just fuck off. You do it once, that's it. Or preferably not at all, but yeah. Ugh. Usually in the game, sometimes they give you stuff.
Oh, is that you, Roy? Have you finally come to visit your grandpa?
No, I visited your home. Your family's gone.
I won't listen to this drivel. One more lie, and you'll all regret it.
Here's a letter from your grandson.
Anyone could write such nonsense. That's it. I've had enough of your scheming.
I'm gonna punch this fucking guy.
Goodbye.
Oh, fucking no, this guy's impossible.
Damn it. Damn it. I know you tried. This isn't your fault. It's mine. Wilbur was my patient. I can't run this hospital all on my own. It's an impossible task. Someone with money, preferably. I won't lie. I've thought about it already. More than once. Someone who can supply us with ingredients. Maybe an alchemist to make the medicines. At one point, I even considered asking the Red Priests for help. But Neonte would have my head. Then I thought about Orwin and the Merchants' Union. But I can't abandon the patients just to have a long discussion about the business prospects of a failing hospital.
I could talk to someone for you.
You do that? For me? Why? I just told you the hospital has no money. I can't pay you for your efforts.
I'll do it for the people of Kanash.
That's very noble of you. But still, when the hospital is back on its feet, I'll find a way to repay you. Thank you. I've been alone with it.
Okay. So, who am I talking to? This hospital is fucking hell. I hate patients.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
If it's quality you seek, you've come to the right place.
Elias looking for an investor for the hospital. She was wondering if you might help.
She is? That's interesting news. Though I had no idea the hospital had financial problems. I thought it was funded by our brave Camelosian army. Or was it Lord Yvain? I can never remember.
It's run by Camelot, but Lord Yvain appointed Nyat as the head of the
Who
hospital.
in turn dumped the entire responsibility onto her poor apprentice.
Yeah.
That sounds like a complete disaster of mismanagement. Still, with a bit of restructuring, it might not be entirely hopeless. That said, a hospital doesn't exactly strike me as a lucrative venture, and I'm not in business for charity. When I invest, I expect a return. And here, I just don't see it.
Yeah, you could charge them for medicine.
That's true. But in Kunakt, people would sooner dig up their grandmother's miracle recipes than pay for something they used to get for free. I need some concrete ideas.
Introduce new medicines that can be sold on top of the free ones. I don't know. I think this one's better, honestly.
I'm not sure if the locals are, let's say, flexible enough for something like this. It's not a terrible idea, but it might bring us more losses than fine. I just hope we don't all end up regretting this. You'll need to get others on board, so try to show a little enthusiasm when you talk to them. Start with Bonksy and Osmond, then speak to Irwin. We'll need an alchemist, after all. The more support we have, the better.
Okay.
Oh, hello there. Welcome. And I assume you're here to hand me an invitation? Let's skip the pleasantries. Why would merchants take over the patronage of a hospital? And why should I have anything to do with it?
People of Ganesh deserve a proper place that truly serves them.
Touching, but I'll have to disappoint you. I couldn't care less.
Nice.
The people of Kunacht have always had a knack for entrusting their lives to magical scarecrows, like that men here looming over us. As you can see, wisdom isn't their strong suit. If you don't have a better option, it's true that my business has been ever since the... I've been having a serious problem with my supplies lately. The Red Church is hoarding every remotely valuable alchemical ingredient for themselves. Here's a list of items I particularly need. Come back when you have everything. No. Then I'll join this union, whatever that turns out to be.
Black bits in the middle.
Now off with you. You've got plenty of work
Is that
ahead.
irises? Well, can you add it so I can see what it looks like? At least do the slit like the cat eyes or whatever it's called. Let's but no, but like make them like sharper. You know, like thinner. It just looks strange. Well, I don't know. I don't bloody know what fucking parts of the eyeball are called. You know the middle bit? Make that like a slit instead of a circle. Yes, the black bit. So like a cat's eye. I don't want it like humanoid. Because it just looks dumb. And it's way too small. You need to make them larger, otherwise it looks like I'm on crack. But make the eyeballs a bit more white and less grey, because at the moment it looks like they're made of stone. But you asked for feedback, alright? I'm giving you feedback. I don't know, it just looks strange because it's like the eye sockets are too big. I don't know if it makes sense having eyeballs in them. We'll see what it looks like.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Well, I'm gonna take a break anyway. I'm gonna take a break now because I need to put my rice on because I'm fucking starving. And then we'll do some missions again. Alright guys, I'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna go on a break.